Hello my friends, today I will explain the story of the most beautiful movie, drama and romance, and you will like it a lot, called Angel. In the past, the heroine of the movie, Louise, was an amazing witch and fell in love with a very strange man. She had got pregnant, but the man disappeared forever. The woman gave birth to an invisible boy. She gives him the name of my angel, and she kept the boy as a secret. She tried to protect him from the cruelty of the outside world, taking care of her son. The woman raised the invisible boy on her own, learning him to eat with a spoon, write and speak. When the boy grew up, he started wearing his clothes, mother's shoes and dresses. One evening, the woman tells her son about the place where she used to live when she was a kid. Looked like the little cabin by the lake to be a great house. But now they live in a mental ward department in the hospital because Louise's illness, which the boy never left the room. So he doesn't know how the pond looks like. One day, the boy looks out of the window and sees a girl from the nearby house. The boy understands that other people cannot see him and he is invisible. But Emily seems like to be looking at him. In the evening, he watches the red-haired girl playing the piano and decides to get to know her and meet her. On the next day, Angel gets out the room and leaves the hospital. When he reaches his neighbor in the backyard, he keeps watching the girl and he is afraid to approach. Emily is feeling of the presence of the boy. Emily calls him. It turns out that she is blind, but she hears the boy because her highly developed sense of smell. The boy deciding to meet her. The boy says that his name is my angel. Emily touches his gentle skin and wants to play with him since she has no friends. And he also doesn't know anyone except his mother. So he agrees to hang out with the girl. While coming back to the ward, the son tells his mother that he has made a friend. But Louise is depressed and her health is getting worse. She is very worried that she may die and leave her son alone. The mother understands that the boy will not survive in this hard world. Later, the boy, looking in the mirror, hopes to see his reflection. But this doesn't happen. Do I really exist? That is a question that he asks every day. Later, the boy meeting with Emily again. He lets her to touch his hand and face. The girl cannot see him but considers him handsome because he has very sensitive skin. They playing hide and seek. She easily finds her friend because he has a special smell that cannot be confused. But it is much easier for him to find the girl because she doesn't manage to hide well. Angel and Emily gradually grow up, spending more and more time together. And that's where the hottest events start. Support us with like my friends. Louise's condition gets worse. She cannot recognize her son and doesn't talk to him. As the kids get older, they remain inseparable and play in the garden all day long. Emily asks the boy to look into her eyes despite her blindness. She feels his love and a warm feeling inside her heart. Soon they fall in love with each other and finally they have kiss for the first time. The girl cannot see herself in the mirror and asks the boy to describe her appearance. The invisible boy, who is in love, describes her a charming red-haired girl. When visiting his mother, the boy tries to talk to Louise and reads her a book before she goes to bed. His mother takes care less and less attention to him and finally stops communicating with him. At all walking in the rain, a lovely teenagers feel free and dream of the happy future soon. Emily tells the boy that she has to leave for several months. She has to undergo a surgery and the girl would finally be able to see her beloved. But Angel is afraid of that and wants to admit that he is invisible, trying not to destroy their relationship. He keeps the secret and spends the whole week with the girl. until she leaves. When leaving, Emily says goodbye to her boyfriend and promises to come back in a couple of months. They are realizing that their relationship will never be the same before. After losing his beloved, the boy cries in the rain, remembering the moments he spent with Emily. Later, spends time with his mother and plays in the yard of his girlfriend's house. After receiving the letter, he finds out that Emily needs some operations. Therefore, she isn't going to return as soon as the surgeries are over. Later, the boy mother dies, and now, after losing everyone who loved Angel, decides to leave for the lake house. Louise has told him for a while. At the spot, the boy finds out that is only a small hut which is completely unlivable. He decides to stay in her girlfriend's house, breaking the window. He climbs in and takes Emily's bed. Days, weeks, and then years have passed. The little angel grew up and has become a man, still dreaming about meeting his girlfriend. And one day, Angel finds out that Emily has finally returned. Oh my god! He runs to meet his girlfriend, finally sees her, and she regained her sight and stares out the window, but does not see the invisible boy. Realizing that their relationship would not be the same, Angel decides not to talk to the girl, but he stays quiet, watching her. She is trying to find her boyfriend Angel, but in the hospital they report that they are not knowing anything about a boy who lived with patient Louise. Emily had looked at the window, finding his mother's grave. The girl leaves a letter and asks her loved one to meet her at night. The boy sneaks into her bedroom and looks at Emily's breasts while she is sleeping. At some point, she seems to notice his presence but looks through him. Angel feeling a strong attraction to the girl. He writes her a response letter and asks to meet with her, but only on one condition. Her eyes must be closed. Emily agreeing to have a blind date. She closes her eyes and waits for her love in the garden. When they meet again, they spend time together and talk about the good time they used to have. Having strong feelings, Emily agrees to a blindfolded relationship and makes ice cream dream with an invisible man. For the first time, he is gentle with her and she feel happy together without seeing her partner. She enjoys with his touches and his movements. In the evening, Emily tells the man how she regained her sight. It was something special because before the operation things seemed flat to her. Next day, she is looking at herself in the mirror. For the first time, Emily thought she had met some other girl. As she came closer, she realized that it was her reflection. Later, the invisible man, when preparing a surprise for his girlfriend, he asks her to close her eyes. They leave for an old house by the lake. And here, Angel wants to tell her the truth and explain everything to the girl, but he's too weak to do it. Emily loves the invisible man, but she wants to look into his eyes, realizing that it's impossible to procrastinate. Then, the man agrees to show himself. This evening, when she comes into bedroom, the girl sees her lover hiding under the bed sheet. She closes her eyes and allowing him to touch her hand, feeling the touch, but she throws out the sheet and sees nothing, realizing that he is a ghost. The girl gets hysterical, screams, and cries all the night. Angel doesn't want her to suffer and leaves a note. In the morning, Emily wakes up and calls Angel, but he does not respond. She is noticing the letter. She finds out that her lover has decided to leave her forever. He doesn't want to torment the girl and is ready to forget about her just to make sure she is happy. But she is not ready to break up and has accepted the invisible man and the way he is. She is trying to find Angel, searching the house and the garden, remembering his mother's house. She closes her eyes and walks through the familiar road. When she has come to the lake, Emily calls the invisible man, but he hides in the trees and doesn't respond. Then Angel falls in the water and begins to drown. The girl jumps into the lake after him and finds him by air bubbles, pulling the invisible man to the beach. She saves him. Emily still feels the look of her lover and looks straight in his eyes to let him feel the warmth inside her heart. She loves Angel and is ready to do anything to stay with him. Later, the lovers comes back home. Later, make the man wear some ring bracelets and put some makeup on him. Later, the couple has a boy who was born not blind and not invisible. The couple decides to make a living using the invisible man's superpower. They organize a performance and show some tricks. And here the film ends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to press like and subscribe the channel and check out my other videos. Goodbye my friend.